Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do. Before we get started, we got to give a shout out to you, the viewer, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, do us a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when your boy is going live and dropping this heat. And you know what we doing, man. We do not do nothing without shouting out our ladies, the CU aunties. So when you see, hey auntie, when you see, hey auntie, when you see one of the beautiful CU aunties in my live stream, in the chat, or in the comment section of a video, make sure you give them a shout out, man. Respect the ladies, uncles, the CU uncles and cousins. Y'all know what time it is. Respect the ladies. Y'all know how we get down over here. But let's get down to business. Because nephew is still being redeemed on the front page. He ain't out of here. As we know, Dylan Gabriel was named the backup quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Kenny Pickett is out of here. And Shedeur Sanders is quarterback 3. Well, we got something else to talk about. Let's get into it. Shedeur Sanders is still front page news. He is still making the round. The people are still invested and still talking about in the first up for the night. It's Cam Newton. Because he want to know why he didn't get what Dylan Gabriel got. Same question I had. But let's go.
Not step up in the pocket.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sack. But hear me out though. 4 of those 5 guys protecting him. Don't vamos. Poof. Approaching a huddle, and you see these guys that's gonna block for you, you don't have confidence to step up. The question should be, can we give Shedeur that same lineup and personnel that you gave Dylan Gabriel? Not to say that Dylan Gabriel ain't looking good, because your boy looking all right. We're giving the personnel around him, like you giving me a sport to fight. They got AKs, they got Berettas, I even see a grenade over there. What we got, coach?
Fork and a slingshot.
What? The reality of it is this. As a 5th round pick, you don't get to pick your personnel. I think what we've seen, they have more invested in Dylan Gabriel than they do in Shedeur. I think if Dylan Gabriel did something that was like, okay, nah. Because I'm seeing Joe Flacco start, then you have Dylan Gabriel, then you may have Shedeur on practice squad or something like that. That's not to say he can't evolve and become the best version of himself, but the truth is he's not given the circumstances that other quarterbacks have been given. And when you do get opportunities, you cannot take sacks as a whole, but add sacks. One of those sacks accumulated upwards of around 30 yards. Like you can't do that. Throw the ball away. Can Shedeur be better in those moments? Absolutely. But does the Browns need to be better in those moments?
Absolutely. And that's Cam Newton, courtesy of 4th and 1. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Cam getting his jersey retired in Auburn this year. And your boy gonna be at the game when it happens. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm going back home to the Iron Bowl. Oh boy, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, Cam he said what he said, and he meant it. You can't question him what he say because he played the position. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shedeur is not supposed to take them sacks. He can't be 9,000 feet away from the line of scrimmage, but you need some protection. You know what I'm saying? You can't go into a pew-pew fight with a butter knife. It ain't gonna work. But T. Rizzo had Dan Orlowski on ESPN Cleveland this morning. Dan Orlowski still spitting that same talk. Yeah, Shedeur can be a star.
And that is really intelligent, has high-level football IQ. I bet you if we sat there on a board or tape, he can just spit out what's going on, what to do with the ball, sees the defense, all that. Has a great understanding. He just needs to have a lot of reps at NFL speed to realize how legit NFL speed is. The pass rush, the change of coverage, the windows opening and closing, what he can and can't do, what he can get away with and can't. And so he just needs a lot of growth and development in that, which is what we said when he came out of Colorado. And that just seems to be the case. It wasn't something that erased itself that quickly. And so, but is he physically talented enough to be a starting quarterback in the NFL? I still believe that answer is yes.
Oh, yeah. He can still do all the things. Oh, Dan said, yeah, he can do them things on the board. I don't know what y'all talking about. All that stuff y'all were talking about, he behind. No, he can do all that too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I told y'all, it's all coming out in the wash. You know, Dan Orlovsky wasn't a great quarterback. He even ran out the back of the end zone in one game and got a safety, but that's neither here nor there. But my boy, for Can't Talk Sports, oh, he want to holler at all y'all that's been talking that trash about Shedeur Sanders that was on his team, and then y'all switched up. Oh, yeah, he got to see. Let him holler at you.
Let's expose the wet butt sports media. The same guys that swore for 2 years he was a top 5 this, he was a starting this, he was the greatest all of them have said this. Wet butt media members, let's go. Head honcho, wet butt media member number 1, Dan Orlovsky. These are his career numbers. These aren't regular season numbers. This was for his whole career. A year ago, you thought he was top 5. 2 years ago, with Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Drake, you thought he was a top 12 pick. Who got to your butt? Who's been up in there?
I would be surprised if Shedeur Sanders in 3 years is not a successful starting quarterback. Shedeur's physical ability, his tape says starting quarterback in the NFL that you can win games with.
Oh, they all said it. And he ain't done. Nick Wright, you next.
That's what hurts me. I love Nick Wright. But you're a wet butt media member as of now. There's no team in the league he can start for, let alone be a backup for. Tua's one quarterback hit away from dying on the NFL field. Not to mention, he was trash as fuck before they went and got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Side note, all Alabama quarterbacks are trash in the NFL if they don't have a loaded wide receiver group like it was in college, in case you haven't noticed. Look at his years before Tyreek and Jalen got there. He was trash as fuck. Bryce Young's a starting quarterback. Shedeur's better than Bryce Young. Also an Alabama product. Trevor Lawrence.
Hold on, dog. You stay off my Alabama quarterbacks. They all right.
Threw 12 touchdowns and 17 points in his first year in the NFL. I don't think Shedeur would have did that. And outside of that 2022 season, he's been god-awful. If Trevor Lawrence's first name was Tremaine, he'd be a backup.
We just hope he ain't throwing Travis Hunter hospital balls in the middle of the season.
Justin Fields is trash as they come. No one thinks he's a starting quarterback. The entire even if Derek Carr was healthy, you're starting Shedeur over all Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shelf. Already did a video on Tyler Shelf. That's where he belongs.
Yeah, he should be on the shelf. But they drafted him so they could get Garrett Nussmeier because his daddy is the offensive coordinator of the New Orleans Saints. So that was purposely done so they can start the nepotism ride.
Daniel Jones. Need I say anything else? He can't start over Daniel Jones. You taking Daniel Jones? Hell, I got tapes of you saying you think Shedeur's better than Bo Nix. I got tapes of you saying you think he...
Show the tape. Show the tape.
He's a top 10 pick. You thought he should have went 21. Let me just show you.
No, Bo Nix is going to be an NFL player. He is not in Shedeur's class. They have the best quarterback on the field by a decent margin. So if you have the best quarterback, and then Shedeur, the slide ends, again, with the mock drafts, there's no trade. Maybe someone would trade up, but if he is there at 21, I feel like the Steelers will take him at 21. Next 8 picks. Shedeursanders to the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr, they just reworked his deal.
Hall of Fame wet butt media member Colin Cowherd. Now,
Oh, Colin Cowherd is A+, top tier, top shelf. Get him.
he talking about his tape. Well, why don't you bring up the other shit you said about his tape in college? No, let's start with what you said about him in the draft first.
Shedeur's the second most talented quarterback in this draft, and people get paralyzed by Shedeur-Sanders being overrated. I think you're undervisioned. He was not only accurate, with an atrocious O-line, he is the most accurate college quarterback ever. Major conference, 74%. He actually played very well, unlike Jackson Dart, against the best teams. He didn't have to win. He played well. He carried a bad O-line and no run game to 33 points a game. So if you don't draft him in your Cleveland or the Giants or maybe even the Jets, are you going to look up and go, yeah, we probably outthought the room. Like I always understood the feet, his accuracy, I'm telling you right now, I think he's completing 80% of his throws in the last 4 games.
Boy, Colin just on one, ain't he?
This kid, there's some Jaden Daniels here. He is so effortlessly accurate.
You thought he was Jaden Daniels? Is that what you were seeing on tape? What happened to that shit? Somebody get Colin a cloth for his butt.
Seen enough. I'm calling it a wrap. The Herd Newsroom is calling it in Ohio. By a landslide, Shedeur-Sanders should be starting. We are calling Ohio as the projected.
Get the fuck out of here. Can't talk sports with me.
Y'all go holler at my boy Can't Talk Sports over there on TikTok. Make sure you give him a follow. Give him a shout out. Tell them Snack sent you. But yeah, man, it's real in the field. And they ain't playing out here. We gonna still be dropping them all week long. We not done. Yeah, check the tape. We out here. But don't forget to do what you're supposed to do. Before you leave this show, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when we going live or when we dropping this heat. Make sure you get that action done. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Make it happen. We gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.